Welcome to Honeydew Me podcast. I'm Cass.
And I'm Emma, and this is our podcast where we talk about friendships, relationships, sex, solo sex, everything that is a construct in your life and sometimes feels a little shamey, a little sticky, and we're here to undress you of that sticky shame.
We absolutely are. We just want you to feel like you're not alone because we are all going through these weird, slightly embarrassing things together.
Yes.
And even though it feels like you are the only person that this has ever happened to, I swear on Mioni, solemnly, it's not true. Like, we have probably been through the exact same situation, which is why we're really excited about today's episode. We got just a beautiful question, and we just couldn't wait to answer it because, honestly, I think the stories we're about to tell you today have been on our hearts and minds for, some would say, a decade. Some would say, upwards of a
Unfortunately,
decade.
yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes. It has been on our minds for a decade. And I think it's just now time to answer it so honestly, and we have the tools to kind of approach these questions in a more removed way. Because I remember like starting this podcast, I couldn't wait for this topic to come up. And I don't know if I would have done it justice to talk about it then. And I'm excited to dive in now. So why don't you read the question and we can just get going.
We're talking about double penetration today. You just set it up too beautifully.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's exactly what we're discussing
That's
today.
Exactly it. These are the stories that have been on our minds for
These are the
decades.
stories for 10 years, since I was 19.
My God.
Sticky shame, I tell you what.
Nothing a good old double P can't fix. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. Here is our beautiful question. Hey, honeys. So I've been thinking, spiraling lately, and I really need your take on something. I'm in my mid-20s now, but I still feel like my breakup from high school is affecting the way I show up in relationships, like my attachment style, my trust issues, the way I react when someone pulls away. It all kind of traces back to that first heartbreak. Is that even real? Shouldn't I be over that by now? It feels silly sometimes, but it also feels so real. Am I broken, or is this just a thing? Sweet child of mine.
At me next time, bitch. Fucking say my name with your whole chest if you're going to call me out.
This is just your ex writing in about what they think you're thinking.
I wish he cared that much. I wish any of them cared that much.
No.
But alas, only you do, dear listener. This is so very real. It is not silly in the slightest. So let's just start there. This is not a silly thing for you to be feeling, dealing with, hoping to discuss. This was the first time your heart was broken. Like, I think we throw around that word a lot because obviously it fits so many things. But a heartbreak, like a broken heart, happens like, let's say, a handful of times in our lives. And when it happens for the first time, God, that hurts.
It's earth-shattering. It is so painful. It is can't breathe, can't eat, like can't sleep.
Yeah.
Painful. And it feels that, again, it feels like nobody else understands. Like, nobody could possibly grasp this level of heartache because how would they still be living? Like, how would they still be alive? How can anybody on this planet understand what it felt like for that stupid boy to dump me?
I know.
And they're still just like moving around, doing life, being happy. Like, no, they don't get it.
You know what's crazy too is that when writing notes for this episode, I was trying to really like dig deep into how it felt. And I remember like kind of tuning in with those feelings of what it felt like when I was 15, 16. And my chest hurt writing these notes. Like my hands were shaking by the end. And like I literally felt it. Yeah. Because it lives in your body with these memories. Like it is so fucking real. And also today I played 2010s hits all day so that I could really be in the mindset to talk about what it felt like in high school and then to relate to you and validate you hopefully on why we carry this through. because Cass and I have been validating each other for years.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like I know your ex as well as mine from
Sure do. Yeah.
all the sharing we've done.
Yeah.
But I think we should go into this idea of like feeling silly because I think that's really common. So let's talk about why we feel silly when it comes to these things. What are your first thoughts?
Because we were young, because we were in our teens, and I don't get it because that is the purest we have ever felt anything. These are the first times we're ever experiencing these emotions, and to write it off as like it wasn't real.
It was hormones.
Silly. It was hormones or like whatever because you were young and inexperienced. It's like, shouldn't we be taking it that much more seriously because these young people haven't ever experienced this and have absolutely no emotional tools to deal with this kind of a heartbreak, and they're just left there to fucking spiral and have no support unless you're in therapy or like you're really good at talking about your feelings, but you're surrounded by other 15, 16-year-olds who are like don't know how to emotionally support you and help you heal. So it's like no fucking shit. But I think, we disregard these things because we were young, because you were 16 and how could that have been real? But it was the realest thing to ever happen to me.
It was the realest thing. Yeah, I love that perspective. For some reason, it makes me think about how we end up devaluing like everything other than P and V once we like grow up and get past that stage, or once we have penetrative sex for the first time. It's like then that's the only real thing and everything else is like childish, which sounds like the wrong word to be using, but you get what I'm saying, like hand jobs or dry humping. Like it all feels like, well, why would I do that when I have this now? And I don't know, for some reason it just makes me like we do so much of that with what we experience when we're young, and I don't know why. Like I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense because I knew what I was thinking. I knew. Did I have the best coping strategies? No, but I'd probably still have the same thoughts now. So I don't know. But I think one of the big issues is that we label like young girls in particular as dramatic, which really invalidates their experience. And I know it did mine. So if you'll allow me a few minutes to tell you my
please do
dramatic feel silly moment. It's about the night my boyfriend broke up with me and the subsequent weeks afterwards. I will say I loved this person wholly. We had been together for, I don't know, a year and a half or something. It felt so out of the blue. We had spent the whole day together, had sex for like the third time maybe, and we're just about to say goodbye for the night when he said, I just don't think this is working. And it's like, you were inside me hours ago. You fucking prick.
You pricked me with your prick.
It's not fair. So I will say, like, in that moment, my like stomach dropped. I panicked. I tried saying anything I could to get him to stay with me, like guilt tripping, which like
wait, I want to hear what the guilt trip was. Tell me about the guilt trip.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. I didn't think
was it you were just deep. Inside me, you can't leave, or was there more?
No, it was my dad left me, so. So now you're gonna leave me too.
Maniacal.
And he said, don't put that on me. Fair. Honestly, fair. Solid response, babe. Like, no, that one's fair. That one is fair.
That one was fair, but I gotta use what I have. It's ammo.
It's ammo. So let me paint a picture for you. He leaves. My entire family is there for some reason. Entire family.
Wait, what do you mean? Where are they?
Just in another room. But I had family visiting. Like, my entire family was there.
Oh, my God.
So he like, walks out, says goodbye to them in this, like, very solemn way, doesn't tell them what happened. Then I come out, mascara dripping down my face. I am dry heaving, sobbing. I follow this boy out the door. I am like not chasing him because he's not running, but
but I would if he was.
would have. And I just like start walking away into the darkness. It's nighttime by now. I'm like screaming, crying. Like I wonder what the visual was for that neighborhood.